Blessings, Satnam, greetings everyone. Welcome to my front porch here at dusk, here in Punta Uva, which is just outside of Puerto Viejo in Costa Rica, where I've been stuck, or happily stuck, for the past 7 weeks, just about. Let's see here. Just making sure that this is recording here. So tonight I really would like to explore the throat chakra. So personally, I've been working with some thyroid issues for the past, 20 years or so, a long time. It's been up, it's been down, it's been stable, it's been not so stable, and such is life. But I found that this particular Kriya, is super, super helpful. And I've been feeling my throat opening up, which is beautiful, also as a musician, as a singer. So, tonight, I thought we would take a little exploration into throat chakra Kriya for about half an hour, 40 minutes or so, and then finish with some chanting. So chanting is also a great way to, it's how we express. So the throat chakra, if things are blocked here, you can get things like thyroid issues, and you can just have that sense of not being able to say what you want to say, not being able to express yourself clearly. And so I invite you to, as we practice this Kriya together, to think about, as we're practicing, breathing into the throat chakra, and to really have a sense of attention and awareness to that area. So we'll warm it up, and then for the last part of our session, we will sing and chant together, and our voices will already be warmed up from the Kriya. So in Kundalini Yoga, we begin by chanting a mantra, and that mantra to tune in is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. And that means I bow to the infinite wisdom that lies outside of myself, the source, or whatever you like to use, whatever word you like to use, God, Goddess, Mother Nature, Gaia, whatever it is. And then also, and I think more importantly, bowing to that teacher that lies within. Because ultimately, we are our own best gurus. You know, there are so many teachers out there, and it's wonderful to be able to access their knowledge and put them in our tool belt. But essentially, at the end of the day, we are our own best guru. So we will pay homage to that with our opening mantra. And then we'll also do a mantra for protection, the Mangala Charan mantra, and that is Ad Gure Name, Jugad Gure Name, Sat Gure Name, Siddhi Guru Deva Name. And if you don't know that one, it's a bit wordy, there's a lot of syllables. You can just listen, and then just by having it chanted, and if you hear it, it will provide a sense of protection. So let's sit tall. Sits bones are firmly rooted on the earth. The spine is tall, the chin is just slightly tucked. Eyes are closed softly. And just start to pay attention to your breath here. So you don't need to change the way you're breathing, just start to pay attention to the breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then rubbing the hands together at the heart center. This helps to balance the nervous system. Kundalini Yoga is also great for balancing nervous system. 72,000 nerve endings in the body, nadi, recalibrating and balancing. And then let the hands float apart just about a foot at the heart center. And begin to just move the palms towards one another and away from one another. Just noticing any sensations between the hands. Playing with that energy between the hands. And then just pause and imagine that between the hands there's a beautiful sphere of white light. So envision that emanating between your hands. And then take the hands and gently place them on the throat, on the fifth chakra. Just lightly touching the skin. Setting our intention for this practice, for healing energy to be brought to this area of the body, so that we can speak our truth, we can express ourselves clearly. And then bring the palms together. And Anjali Mudra at the heart center will tune in together 3 times Om Namo Gurudev Namo, and then 3 times the Mangala Charan Mantra. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Argur in the me, Jugadgur in the me, Satgur in the me, Sri Gurudev in the me. Argur in the me, Jugadgur in the me, Satgur in the me, Sri Gurudev in the me. Argur in the me, Jugadgur in the me, Satgur in the me, Sri Gurudev in the me. Inhale deeply and gently suspend the breath. So the breath is held here with lightness, with ease, with grace. The shoulders are sliding down the back. Exhale fully. So let's take the hands and place them gently on the knees, and we'll begin to warm up the spine. So we inhale as we come forward. We exhale as we come back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And you can use the mantra here, Sat Nam. Inhaling the sound Sat, exhaling the sound Nam. Sat meaning truth, and Nam meaning name or identity. So as we practice, we're affirming truth is my name, truth is my identity. I vow to speak my truth with clarity, with compassion. So both buttocks remain in contact with the earth. So if one butt cheek is coming up, make your circle a bit smaller. Letting the breath propel you. Now inhale deeply, come to center. Hold the breath here, so the breath is held. Exhale fully. And other way. So, opposite direction. So Kundalini energy is that energy that lives at the base of the spine. And so what we're doing is we are activating that energy in the base of the spine so that it can travel up in this sort of spiraling motion, clearing anything that needs to be cleared on a physical level and also on an energetic level. So energetically we're Kind of giving a sweep and a polish to those chakras. On a physical level, we're putting a bit of pressure on the intestines here, helping to move digestion. Now inhale deeply, come to center, gently hold the breath. Suspend, shoulders relaxed, face soft, jaw soft. Exhale fully, release, relax. Place the hands in Gyan Mudra, index finger to the thumb, and just relax for a moment. So in Kundalini Yoga, we go from movement to stillness, and it's in these times of stillness that the body integrates the yoga, so really important. So let's continue to warm up the spine. So you can place your hands just gently on the tops of your feet here, and we're going to do some spinal flexes. So this is an inhale forward, exhale back. I'll show you what it looks like from the side. It might be a little bit easier. So it's inhale forward, exhale back. My head is staying straight. My head isn't moving. Inhale forward, exhale back. Increasing flexibility of the spine here. Once again, encouraging that Kundalini energy to travel up the spine. And you can use the mantra, inhale, sat, exhale, nam. Powerful breath. Let the breath initiate the movement. Breathing in and out through the nose unless otherwise indicated. And now inhale deeply to center. Hold the breath and suspend. The breath is held here. Eyes are closed, gazing at the third eye. The eyes are floating up towards that space between the brow points. Take in a little more air through the nose. Hold. Exhale, release, relax. Hands in Gyan Mudra and just come to stillness and let the movement be integrated in the body. Noticing any slight shifts, any sensations. We'll do one more warm up here. So we'll inhale, the arms come up. Exhale, we're going to hook the thumbs just behind the shoulders. And the arms, triceps are parallel to the earth. We inhale as we turn left. We exhale as we turn right. So it's fairly quick. Inhale left, exhale right. So this is bringing a sense of attention and awareness to the thoracic vertebrae of the spine. Moving that energy up. Again, you can use the mantra. Inhale the sound sat, exhale the sound nam. "30 seconds more. Inhale to center, gently hold the breath, suspend. Encourage that energy to travel up with the breath held. Eyes are closed, gazing at the third eye, that space between the brow point. Exhale, release, relax, hands in Gyan Mudra, come to stillness. And let the breath come back to its own rhythm. And we'll begin the Kriya. So the Kriya is, I encourage you all to stand up for this one. I'm not going to, my phone is on a tripod here, so it would be too hard for me to stand up. So pretend I'm standing up. So you're going to stand up, and your feet are going to be hip-width apart. This is my inhale. This is my exhale. So I'm standing up, my feet are hip-width apart. The eyes are open for this one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Keep it going. And once again, we're bringing attention and awareness to the throat chakra. So as you inhale, think about the throat. As you exhale, think about the throat. I actually do a little bit of almost an ujjayi breath here, which is that sort of ocean breath in the throat. So if you want to experiment with that, you can. It just kind of takes it up a notch in terms of bringing awareness and attention to the throat. Last couple of breaths. Last time, inhale, look up. Exhale, bring the hands back to prayer. And so you're standing. And just let the breath come to its own natural rhythm with the eyes closed, still standing. And then slowly make your way back down to the floor, to the mat, for the next posture. The next posture, the arms are out parallel, palms are up in a receiving posture. Inhale left, we exhale right. So once again, we're putting some pressure on that thyroid, parathyroid area. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Beautiful job. Keep it up. Keep going. So keep going for another 30 seconds or so. And so this posture, we're shaking our head no. And I invite you to delve into the question, how many times in our lives do we say yes when we really want to say no? Probably a lot. I know myself, I can fall into that trap sometimes. So we're working here to be able to express ourselves fully. And if we want to say no to something, we can say it with kindness and with compassion, but honoring what our true, authentic self wants. So working with that yes and no. Inhale to center, hold the breath. Exhale fully, let the hands just come back into Gyan Mudra and just rest. Come to stillness, pay attention to the breath. breathing into that throat chakra energy. The eyes are still closed. Next posture is alternate shoulder shrug. So inhale up, exhale down. So I like to call this the sort of the whatever. Whatever the day throws at me, I'm going to be able to respond from a place of grace and ease. You know, particularly in these times, plans are not going according to plan. And so we want to be able to respond instead of reacting from an emotional place, a heated place. We want to be able to go with the flow. The breath is powerful, in and out through the nose. And now inhale, both shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Exhale, fully release, relax. Let the hands come back into Gyan Mudra and just rest here for a moment. Let the breath recalibrate. So the next posture is we're coming into what we call rock pose, if it's available to you. Some people, if you have knee issues, this might not be ideal, in which case you can just stay in Sukhasana. Sometimes I like to put a cushion in between my butt and my heels. But for now, I think this is okay. So, the arms are outstretched, parallel. The head is back, and we do breath of fire. So, for those of you that don't know breath of fire, I'm just going to give a quick little teach of that. So, place a hand on the belly, it doesn't matter what hand. As I exhale through the nose, navel center pumps back, so it's like this. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Okay, so ladies, if you are menstruating day 1 or day 2 of your menstrual cycle, or if you're pregnant or could be pregnant, then just substitute doing a long deep breath instead, but you can still do the posture. So head back, breath of fire. Keep it going. So this is a great detoxification breath. This is a great fire breath. And it helps with digestion. So if you want to stoke the digestion up, if you want to give yourself a little more energy, breath of fire is great. Inhale deeply, head comes up. Exhale fully, let the hands come resting on tops of the thighs and just relax here in a place of stillness. Letting the breath recalibrate. Noticing any sensations in the body, if there's been any subtle shifts, any subtle changes. And then we'll come down, back into Sukhasana, easy sitting pose. Now, for some of us, this isn't very easy if we're not used to sitting cross-legged. So if that is the case for you, you can use pillows or blocks underneath your knees to support. You can also have one leg out. You know, if you have an issue with your knee, really just pay attention to where you're at. So we'll do breath of fire again. This time we take the hands and we clasp them just like this, but behind the back, right at the lower back. The head is looking down, and breath of fire. Powerful breath, keep it going. The chin is right to the chest, putting a little bit of pressure on that fifth chakra. Inhale deeply, come to center. Exhale fully, release, relax. Let the hands come back into Gyan Mudra, the index fingers to the thumb. Eyes are closed, gazing at the third eye. So when we have our index finger to our thumb, the index finger is represented by the planet Jupiter. And Jupiter is correlated with the powers of wisdom and knowledge. So when we put a little bit of pressure on this finger, on this Jupiter finger, we're activating our body's own innate knowledge and wisdom. Keeping the hands as they are in Gyan Mudra, we'll do some neck turns again, but this time we inhale right, exhale left. Use the mantra, Sat Nam, inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam. Keep it going for another 20 seconds or so. Really paying attention to bringing the breath right into the throat chakra. This is also the place of our creative expression. So whether that's singing or whether that's being able to converse in a creative way. And this is the fifth chakra. Inhale deeply, hold the breath. Exhale fully. And just come to stillness for a moment, once again allowing the posture to become integrated in the body. So next posture, there's two more. The legs are going to come outstretched. You can give the legs a little shaky shake here if you want, just patting the tops of the legs. If we're not used to sitting with our legs crossed, sometimes circulation can cut off a bit. So just give a little love tap. So from here, I'm leaning back on my hands, and I'm leaning back, I don't know, about 30 degrees. Head is tilted back, and I'm just breathing long and deep. So if you have any neck issues, then just be super mindful. Listen to your body. We'll be here for about 1 minute. So head is leaning back, breathing long and deep. And in your mind's eye here, imagine that this throat area is like a sky blue. Blue is the color, the sky blue, the color of the throat chakra. You can also visualize a light blue butterfly right here at the throat. Breathing long and deep. Opening up that throat center. Last few breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the head back up to center. And then gently come back into Sukhasana. So welcome Raj, welcome Robin. We're working on opening up our throat chakra so then we can sing up a storm. So let's come into Sukhasana for a moment. Breathing long and deep. And the last posture in the Kriya is almost like, if you've been doing Kundalini yoga, it's almost like Sat Kriya. So the hands are the same, but it's a little bit different. So we're sitting down in rock pose. So it's like this. The hands are kind of like a Charlie's Angels kind of gun here. And for the women, the left thumb is going to be over the right. For men, right thumb over left. The arms come up. We inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale back. So this helps to open up the heart center as well. So sort of combining the energy from the heart to the throat, because we want to be able to speak and express from our hearts. Inhaling forward, exhaling back through the nose. Last few breaths. Inhale to center, hold the breath here. And now apply root lock, Mool Bandha, so pulling up of the sex organs, so it's like a Kegel exercise for women, stopping the flow of urine, anus comes up, navel center comes in, hold, 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 moving that energy upwards. And as we exhale, through the mouth, we sweep the arms alongside the body, sweeping out the electromagnetic field. Hands come resting on the tops of the thighs here. The eyes are closed and just remain in stillness for a moment. And then we'll gently come back down into Sukhasana. This particular Kriya, and a Kriya is just a set of postures, breathwork, meditation for a specific outcome. So this outcome in particular is freeing up the throat chakra. We're going to chant so we've been using that mantra Sat Nam throughout the practice. We're going to chant Sat Nam 6 times, and on the 7th time we say Waheguru. And Waheguru is an expression of bliss. It's like, wow, spirit, which is kind of how I feel right now. I mean, I can see the sun setting over there. The ocean is a block away. There's toucans around here. I'm really surrounded by such beautiful nature. So I'm kind of in a like Waheguru mode all the time. So we say Sat Nam 6 times. Truth is my name, truth is my name, 6 times. And then on the 7th, Waheguru. Like, yes, Spirit, I'm truth, here I am. Okay? So we'll do it together. Inhale to begin. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. 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 Last time. Satnam, 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 Waheguru. Inhale deeply and hold the breath gently. So feel this truth, feel this Satnam, this identity that is yours, this truth that is yours, unique only to you. Exhale fully. And so I invite you, if you are on a mat, you can lie down. I'm just going to chant just for about 3 or 4 minutes to bring us into the space of chanting. So you can lie down on your back, or you can, if you're sitting, you can just sit with a straight spine, palms open to receive. And I'm going to chant the Mul mantra. So Mul is the root, right? We did Mul Bandha, which is that root lock. I'm going to chant the Mul mantra, which is one of my favorites. And it's actually the beginning of the Japji. And it starts with Ek Omkar Satnam. So Satnam, all come from one creator, Satnam. Truth is its name. So, letting the breath become slow. The body is heavy and still. Satnam karta puri Akamoret Ajumi Sepa Saja Atsash Atsash Hebi Sash Aneko Siddhi Sash. So if you're lying down, you start to slowly move the fingers and the toes, bringing your awareness back to the space. Rotating the wrists and the ankles in one direction and then the other direction. And then stretch the body long. And if you're sitting in a chair, you can just stretch the arms up tall. Spine is tall, tall, tall. And then bring the arms down. If you're lying down, you're going to bring your knees to your chest. Just give them a little hug, rocking side to side on the spine. And then rocking several times on the spine vertically until you're coming back into an easy sit pose, Sukhasana. And so I'd love to do a little bit of chanting. Now our throat chakra is awake and ready to rock and roll. So let's do Om Namo Gurudev Namo. That's the one that we started at the beginning of the practice, and it's the tuning in mantra. So when we tune in with the universe, we're tuning in collectively for those of us that are here at the same time, and acknowledging the golden chain of teachers that have come before us, and also acknowledging that teacher that lies within. So it's Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And you can feel free to join me on the melody, or you can just harmonize and do your own thing. Because everybody can sing, it's like what your little brother told you 25 years ago that you suck. We're not paying attention to that now. We're paying attention to the quality of the vibration and the power of our own voice to heal ourselves, which is quite magnificent. So here we go. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo And feel yourself really tapped in to the teacher that lies within, that intuition, that guru that lies inside you. Exhale fully, and just come to stillness for a moment, silence. Letting those beautiful vibrations of the mantra work through you and work for you, shifting and transforming. You can gently open the eyes when you're ready. So we'll do one more mantra tonight, and this mantra is very near and dear to my heart. It was my first experience with Kundalini Yoga. I was in Nelson, BC, Sonia, where we met, and I inadvertently read the schedule wrong at Chanting Yoga Studio. I thought I was going to a power class or Ashtanga class. This was in my extreme skiing days, so I was like, power. And I read the schedule wrong and ended up at this Kundalini Yoga class. And because I lived out of town, 20 minutes outside of town, I said, oh, well, I guess I'll just stay, even though I think it might be a little odd, a little weird. And so I stayed, and at the end of the Kriya that we did, we chanted this particular mantra, the Guru Ramdas mantra, and I was bawling. I mean, there were tears. And I had a great day. I had been skiing. It was, just subconscious garbage that I had accumulated from who knows how long ago. But it was such a release, and it was just such a profound experience that, for me, that was the turning point in my yogic path, and it was like, okay, Kundalini Yoga, this is it. That's for me. And so I'd love to share this mantra with you. Guru Ramdas was the fourth Sikh Guru who was responsible for many, many healings and many, many miracles. So this would be a good time for us to pray for a miracle. I invite you to use whatever mudra you want. I personally like to have my hands on my heart for this one, but you can do whatever feels true for you. And again, you can stick with me on the melody, or you can jam away on your own harmony with your own beautiful, unique voices. Guru, Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas, chant beautiful hearts. Guru, Vaheguru, Guru Ramdas, Inhale deeply, gently hold the breath. Hold that prayer for that miracle, for that healing in your heart. Feel it happening, see it happening. Exhale fully. You sit in stillness for a moment and bathe in that vibration of Guru Ramdas. So I don't know if you can hear, but the evening birds have come out to serenade, and they're chanting along with us. So I'm going to finish with taking us out with Long Time Sun. So this is not a chant, it was actually a Celtic tune that was popular in the 60s. It was the Amazing String Band. But Yogi Bhajan fell in love with this tune, and it's a beautiful blessing and a beautiful way to end our time together. So if you know it, you can sing along. I'll sing it once in English, and then I'll sing it once in Spanish, just to honor where I am. First time that we sing it, I invite that you offer it to somebody else. The second time that we sing it through, I invite that you offer it to yourself as a blessing. Close with a long Sat Nam. May the long time sun shine upon all loves around, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Y en español, this one's for you. Que el eterno sol te ilumine, el amor te rodee, y la luz pura interior guíe tu camino, guide your way on, guide your way on. Bring the hands to the heart center. Just give them a little rub. And we'll close with Sat Nam. Truth is my name. Truth is my identity. Truth is your name, your identity. So keep expressing yourself, expressing your truth in an authentic, clear way. And thanks for joining. So inhale to begin. Sat Nam. Last time, inhale deeply and hold the breath again. Bring the prayer to the third eye, to the forehead, and we'll bring that attention to the forehead as we make a prayer for peace to all, light to all, love to all, health to all. Exhale fully and ground the prayer. Have a beautiful evening. Much love and light to all of you. Keep chanting, especially, these times more than ever, we need to keep the vibes high. So I encourage you to keep singing, keep chanting, keep dancing, keep being in your joy, keep expressing. Satnam.